Have you ever thought of that one time that you were just walking down the streets and you experienced a certain amount of emotion? Should I give up? Should I stop this? Or should I not actually initiate this act? Should I stop doing things that I'm currently doing? That's a question that a lot of people, a lot of teens, a lot of young people, and a lot of people in their older ages sometimes question. We ask ourselves the big questions of life. Like, for example, should I be? Is this the place? Is this the point? Is this where I should be? Or am I not doing what I should be doing? And these are some of the reasons why today's society we find people in the streets, we find people who we thought would be successful in the streets. And this is something that we should really start talking about. So I'm beginning to start to. Sometimes you may be saying to yourself right now, I want to stop doing this. I really want to give up. I really want to stop this. And how do I actually overcome this? How do you actually overcome this feeling? How do you actually overcome that? How you can actually overcome it is by accepting, right? Accepting the fact that you are not alone, accepting the fact that your friends, accepting the fact that there are millions and billions and even billions of people in this sport that feel the same way like what you're feeling right now. You need to accept that fact and actually digest it. And what you need to do later forward as you move on through this endeavor is actually figure out that you're not the only person going through this cycle. Secondly, you need to understand and figure out a way and figure out other activities that you can actually do to overcome this idea, to overcome this anxiety and this stress that is born in that is in your mind, that is in your heart, that is in your brains. You need to find some way on how you can actually overcome that emotion, overcome that system, how we actually overcome that issue. And one third step that I would like to actually give you and actually how to overcome this feeling of I want to give up, I want to stop, I want to completely just give up on life, give up on my goals, give up on all these things. What you can do is actually take and read and actually take something so that you could actually record your thoughts. I will read a passage now on a certain point in my life where I was actually thinking these thoughts, and I read it right aloud right now. And it begins like this. Begins like this. To be honest with myself, I'm beginning to feel, quite sophisticated. I'm feeling horrible. There's a void. I was close to ending what I would thought to be my life a lot of times. I want someone to talk to, but there is none. And this is something that I wrote to myself 2 years ago. And now I reflect on that. I say to myself, was I really thinking like that? Was that the right way to actually think? And these thoughts are not an issue. It begins to become an issue when you take drastic decisions that you will later regret in life and actually say, I should have not done that. I should have not done this. I should have actually done this instead. That's where it actually becomes an issue. It becomes a problem, something that is prolific. When you actually make a decision without thinking of the repercussions. For example, if you were to end your life, there are a lot of people out there who will say, will look at your grave, will look at you, will look at what happened and said, I should have tried to help this person. And that brings me to my fourth step. What you should do in this situation is talk to someone. Talk to someone that might give you some good advice. Talk to your parents. Tell people how you feel because these emotions of just wanting to end it all, these emotions, they're just emotions. And like emotions, they change. They change over time. Probably in a year, you will not feel the same way. So just give it some time, give it some thought and actually think transically, is this in the emotion makes you think that what you're doing is right, but in reality it's a biased thing, it's not a logical thing. You're not thinking clearly at the moment. So this brings me to my last step. Is it worth it? Is it worth ending your life when you have all these goals, dreams and aspirations to actually do? Is it worth it? Well, the simple answer is no. And that is what brings me to my end of my conversation for today. It's nice to be with you, and let's talk again later.